Hey guys, what's up? So today we're going to be looking at Introduction to Algebra. We're actually going to look into making the subject of the formula today. And it says here, algebra is a branch of mathematics where we use letters and symbols to represent numbers and quantities. So for example, I have 3x plus 2 is equal to 11. X is the unknown, 3, 2, and 11 are constants, right? And it helps us to solve problems involving unknowns and understand patterns and relationships in mathematics. Variables and constants in algebra, letters such as A, B, D, C, and X, Y, and Z are used to represent variables. So variables are unknown, guys, which are quantities that can change. Constants are fixed values like numbers. For example, in 2x plus 3, 2 and 3 are constants in the 2x plus 3. Make sense? Now it says here expressions and equations. An expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. For example, 3x plus 2 is an algebraic expression. An equation is a statement that allows two expressions that shows two expressions are equal, typically with an equal sign. Solving equations. To solve equations, we use properties of equality. You can add or subtract the same value from both sides of an equation. You can multiply or divide both sides of an equation by the same non-zero value. For example, so guys, you'll have 2x minus 5 here is equal to 7. So this is a very easy question. So we have 2x minus 5 is equal to 7. Alright, so all we need to do, guys, is we just need to take the 5 over to the other side. So we're going to get 2x is equal to 7 plus 5. When you carry that 5 over to the other side, you're supposed to get positive 5. When you carry things to the other side of the equal sign, guys, you always change the sign. And then we're going to end up getting 2x is equal to 12, right? And since 2x is equal to 12, we're going to get x is equal to 12 divided by 2, right? So x is equal to 6, and that will be the answer for this question, right? So guys, this is solving a basic equation. And basically, guys, what we did here, we made x the subject of the formula. We solved for x, and in finding x, we had to make x subject in order to solve for x, right? So that's the unique thing about making the subject and solving an equation. When you solve an equation, you essentially make that letter the subject. So in this case, guys, x is equal to 6, and x is the subject of the formula, hence why we can give the answer, right? So let's go down now. I'm going to go down to some questions here, and it says make y the subject of the formula. So I'm just going to explain. So what does it mean when it says make the subject of the formula? Make y the subject. Guys, it typically means that they want you to have y on one side, right? And everything else on the other side. Does that make sense? So we need to have y by itself. We need to have y is equal to everything else, right? And if it doesn't matter if it's letters or numbers, if it was numbers, you'd be able to find out the value for y. If it's letters, then at least you have the letters. And if you need to substitute numbers in those letters, then it would be correct. So I'm actually going to sit here and go through all of these examples because they all will give you guys hints on how to solve technical equations. So let's take a look. Let's go at number one. Number one is really easy. It says y is equal to w. Well, y plus W is equal to C. So that's the first one. So guys, in order to get Y by itself, we need to carry W over to the right side. So the answer for that one is Y is equal to C minus W. So that's really easy. So I'm just going to put this down here. I'm going to reduce the size. So Y is equal to C minus W, and that's the answer, guys. Cool. So Y is equal to C minus W. That's making the subject. So Y is equal to everything else. Does that make sense? I hope it's making more sense, guys. Let's continue to do the next set of questions now. The next question says Y minus P is equal to M, right? Now this is kind of simple now too, guys. So we're gonna end up getting Y is equal to M plus P. So we'll carry the P over to the right side of the equation. And we can end up with Y is equal to M plus P. So we can put that as an answer here. Y is equal to M plus P. That's the answer, right? Really simple, not very difficult, guys. All right, so let's look at the next one now. The next one now is going to be M plus Y is equal to S. So this is very easy now, guys. We're just going to say Y is equal to S minus M, right? We carried this M over to the right side, and we got S minus M. So we're going to put that as the answer. Y is equal to S minus M. All right, guys, so I have a good amount more to go. Let's take our time and just go through them. All right, so number 4 now, which is D, it says Y minus 2G, don't be intimidated by the 2G, is equal to N. So this is really easy as well. You just need to carry the 2G over to the right side, and you're going to get N plus 2G. Y is equal to N plus 2G. So that's really simple. Let me just write that here. Y is equal to N plus 2G. And that's the answer. Okay, put it over here. Okay, so let's look at this now. This one now. Number 5E is kind of different. So guys, for these types of making the subject now, we have 3y is equal to c. We need to get rid of the 3 beside the y, guys. We need y is equal to everything else, not 3y. So the only way to get rid of that 3y, guys, is to divide both sides by 3. And if we divide both sides by 3, then we're simply going to get y is equal to c over 3. And that's the answer. Does that make sense, guys? So we're going to put that right here. Y, make it too small. Y is equal to c over 3. Not u, y. All right, cool. Okay, so y is equal to c over 3, guys. That one is pretty easy if you know what you're doing. You need to cancel these, right? You're going to have to get rid of the 3, and the only way to do that is divide both sides by 3. Does that make sense, everyone? Okay, let's keep going, my friends. Okay, so the next question now says AY is equal to W. So it's the same situation here, guys. We need to get rid of this A here. But how do we get rid of the A? We need to divide both sides by A. Just like how we divided both sides by 3 a while ago. We need to divide both sides by A in this case. So the A's will cancel. These two A's will cancel. And we're going to get Y is equal to W over A. Does that make sense? So that's the answer for this one, guys. Y is equal to W over A. All right. Cool. Okay, so let me go into the last three. We're going to the last three here. So G now, guys, G is Y over C is equal to W, right? That's the value for that one. Y over C is equal to W. How do we get rid of the C, guys? We'll have to get rid of this C down the bottom because Y over C is not Y, right? So we need to multiply both sides. We need to multiply both sides by C. That's how we get rid of the C down the bottom, guys. We need to just multiply both sides by C. This C will cancel this C, and we're gonna get Y is equal to WC. So that's the answer for that one, guys. Y is equal to WC. Alright, number H is a bit similar, guys. Number H is a bit similar. It's almost the same. We'll have Y over A is equal to 2C. And we need to get rid of the A down the bottom. We can't have that A down the bottom, guys. So we're just going to multiply by A. And we want over here the same thing, we want to multiply by A. And once we multiply the top and bottom by A, this A will cancel that A. And we'll end up with Y is equal to 2CA. And that will be the answer. So let me just put it there. Y is equal to 2CA. Alright, so the last one now, I wanted to go through all, but it's a bit too long. I'm gonna have to make a second video on the rest. But so the last one I'm gonna go through, I went through the first nine, guys, is this one. A is equal to Y plus B. So this is really easy. We have A is equal to Y plus B. So all we need to do, guys, is just carry the P over to the left side. We need to just carry the P over to the left side. And that would give us A minus P is equal to Y. And we can write that the other way around, which is Y is equal to A minus P. A minus P. And that would be the answer. Correct? Alright, guys. So let's just put that right here then. It's Y is equal to A minus P. Alright, guys. So I'm going to do a second video on this. I'm gonna stop here. So guys, I thought you guys learned how to solve some equations today. Guys, this is one of those topics where if you understand how to make something the subject or solve for the unknown, it can really push you very far in mathematics at your basic level. So if you really understand this topic well, it gives you a big chance of understanding the other topics very well. It's one of those foundational topics and I would love everyone to understand. And in the next video, I'm going to go through the rest of the questions, and I probably leave some sample questions for you to do. So, hey guys, I'll see you later. Stay safe and God bless. Remember to do your best, and God will do the rest.